Yes, guys. Clear? Am I loud and clear, guys? Yes, boss. What is strategy design pattern says? Tell me. It says, I will design the classes of dependency management as loosely coupled interchangeable parts, right? Yeah, for that one, how many principles or rules we should follow? We should follow 3 principles, right, boss? For that one, how many principles or rules we should follow? We need to follow 3 principles. What are those? Favor composition over inheritance. Number rule 2, always code to interface or abstract classes. That means don't code to concrete classes. Rule number 3, our code must be open for extension and must be closed for modification. Yeah, what is that? Favor composition over inheritance. Okay, composition means has a relationship. Inheritance means is a relationship, right? Composition means has a relationship. Inheritance means is a relationship. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, are you with me? Inheritance is a relationship. Composition has a relationship. Got it? Tell me, what is the next one? What are the limitations of inheritance, guys? Some programming languages does not support multiple inheritance. Composition indirectly supports that one or not. With inheritance, the code becomes fragile. Fragile means easily breakable. Using composition, we can sort out that problem or not. We can restrict the problem to certain level. We don't allow entire classes of hierarchy will be disturbed, right? Next, what is the next one? With inheritance, the unit testing of code becomes what? Very complex. With inheritance, the unit testing of code becomes what? Very complex. Are you with me? But with the composition, we can sort out that problem or not. So other day we just discussed only rule number 1. What is rule number 1? Favor composition over inheritance. Today, shall we go for rule number 2, guys? Shall we go for rule number 2? Yeah, new one. Strategy design pattern 26th. 2022. Say paste. Rule number 2. What is this? Strategy design pattern. Strategy design pattern. Super. Tell me. Yeah. First, you try to understand the problem part. Okay. So here we have target class. Alexa, activate balcony center lights. Okay. Here is my target class. Now tell me. Public class Flipkart. Public class Flipkart. Array Flipkart is the target class. DTDC is the dependent class. Flipkart is the target class, DTDC is the dependent class. Private DTDC is equal to new DTDC of. Here I created DTDC class object. Supernovas, dependent class object. Tell me. Public string shopping. String, what is this? Items array. Next, float prices array. Float prices array. Okay. Here some logic, Babu. Here some logic. Logic to calculate bill amount. Logic to calculate bill amount. Nice, boss. Next. Okay. Next one. Deliver the products. Deliver the products. DTDC dot deliver. DTDC dot deliver. Understanding my statement? DTDC dot deliver. Okay, dynamically I am passing order right. DTDC dot deliver. Dynamically I am passing order ID. Dynamically I am passing order ID. Cool guys. Okay. Return some message. Some message. Okay. So and so items are having so and so bill amount delivered. Something like this. This is the target class code, guys. Here, what is the dependent class? Dependent class. Superboss. Public class DTDC. Public class DTDC. Public delivered into order ID some message. Public into deliver into order ID. Into order ID. Is that clear, guys? So here is my target class. Here is my dependent. It's good. I'm not saying something problem. What is the biggest challenge here, boss? Tell me. Suppose we have one more dependent class called Blue Dart. One more courier service, Rabab. Public class courier. Here also we have deliver method. Here also we have deliver method into OI dot. End of the deliver method, end of this. Cool. Suppose I did not like DTDC services. I want to move to Blue Dart. Understanding my statement, guys? Yeah, when I decided to move to Blue Dart, I have to modify the source code of Flipkart class or not? I need to modify the source code of Flipkart class or not? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Definitely we need to modify the source code of Flipkart class. Come on, guys, what do you say? Public class Blue Dart, this one. So suppose I don't want to work with DTDC. I want to work with Blue Dart. Then what should I do? I have to strike off this code. Okay, here what is this? Private Blue Dart. B Dart is equal to new Blue Dart. Is equal to new Blue Dart. Yes or no, na? No. Here, the target and dependent classes are in tight coupling. Target and dependent classes are in tight coupling. That means, okay, the degree of dependency between them is more. Between them is more. Yeah, between them is more. If you want to change it to got it, guys? Yeah, if you want to change to the courier service from DTDC to Blue Dart or reverse then we need to modify the source code of Flipkart, which is nothing but target. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Super boss. Okay. Sir, can't we create object at the time of variable declaration? Ashutosh Patil, you are this much dumb in core Java. Ashutosh Patil, private blue dot class reference variable is equal to object into a is equal to 10. Do you have any problem in private into a is equal to 10? Why are you declaring yourself, core Java, Babu? Tell that, na. I don't know core Java, join in core Java again. Private access modifier, data type variable is equal to value. Here, what is this? Private blue dart b dart is equal to this is access specifier, class name, variable name. Now I am initializing with object. What is there in that? Blue dart class reference variable cannot be initialized with its object. Are you understanding my statement? Ashutosh, dirty fellow, keep the habit of responding to my answer. Now you got it. Any difference between this line and this line, waste fellow? First study core Java rightly. Is there any difference between this line and this line? This fellow wants to become software engineer and expecting 20 lakh salary, 30 lakh salary. But basics are zero. Study core Java properly, boss. Practice, Naina. Okay. The only thing is you don't know class name can be taken as data type of the variable. That's the biggest problem. Okay. Okay, fine. That is not an issue, Babu. Yes, there are in tight coupling or loose coupling. They are in tight coupling. Fine, boss. Definitely they are in tight coupling. Why? Not only here change. Here also change is happening or not? Here also change is happening. DTDC dot deliver. Void. DTDC dot void. Sorry, not DTDC. Second one is different. This is B dot. Okay. Super. B dot. Yes, all core Java is now coming out. Super. Praveen Srinivas is asking this question, Rabba. Check it out. Super. Super means Praveen Srinivas. I think last class also I said sit in core Java. You don't listen my statement seriously. Everyone, please look at the question asked by Praveen Srinivas. Why are you making them private? Anyway, we are not using outside the class now. Anyway, we are not using outside the class now. Guys, I want you people to respond this guy. Because of private, they are not visible outside, Ra Babu. Because of private, they are not visible outside the class, right? If you don't take them as private, if you take them as public, there is a possibility of they are visible outside. If you make them as a default, there is a possibility to use within the package, same package. And moreover, taking variables private, methods public is quite standard or not. It's a part of encapsulation or not. Don't make data exposed directly outside the class. Always expose data of the class only through methods by taking methods as public. This is the basic principle of data encapsulation. Without this Praveen Srinivas completed core Java, right? Are you understanding? Because of private, they are not visible outside directly. If you don't make private, they are definitely visible outside the class or not. Okay. Without knowing access specifiers, if you study a Spring, how can I teach, my dear? Try to come to us advanced topics with proper prerequisites, my dear. Or at least try to learn Core Java parallelly, my dear. Shame on you, Raj. Shame on you. Okay. Praveen Srinivas, you want me to teach Spring in the classroom or advanced Core Java? Let's come to an understanding. What will happen if they appear outside? One more item question has come. What will happen if they appear outside? And if they appear outside, not only through method logic, through outsiders also they will be modified. Nah. I want to manipulate data of the class only through methods, not directly. Suppose if I don't take them as private, everyone will access, everyone will manipulate. So data leakage, data disturbance will be there or not. For example, I prepared material. I want to see my student only should use. Then what should I do? I should create Google Classroom and I should add them to Google Classroom. Only you people, you will use it, right? Suppose I kept in Facebook. Suppose I kept in YouTube. Suppose I kept in some public website. So not only you people, everyone can use it or not. So I want that facility to everyone or only to my student. That depends. If I'm a Dildar person, I will allow every outsider to come and use my content. No, I want to benefit only you people who joined in my course. Then I will keep in Google Class. Easy na, boss? Same thing here. And Praveen Srinivas, feel shame. You are asking explanation about private in the Spring class. Okay, listen. Happened is happened. Always remember. Data should be private, method should be public. Data should be private, method should be public. Clear? Okay. But everyone diverted. Our main focus is not on that. Our main focus is not on that. Our main focus is if I want to change from one dependent to another dependent, I'm forced to modify the code of target class. I'm forced to modify the code of target class. Convinced, my dear? Got the clarity? I'm definitely forced. Okay, guys. But what we want, loose coupling. Now, solution. Solution using interface. Solution using interfaces. Okay. Now listen carefully. Make all. In core Java, you might have studied interfaces are given for loose coupling. Interfaces are given for loose coupling. Make all dependent classes. All dependent classes implementing common interface. Understanding my statement, guys? Super, guys. Okay. And use that interface type. That interface type reference variable as the has a property in target class along with setter method support as shown below. Okay, guys, as shown below. Now have a look, guys. I'm taking my dependent classes as it is, Rababu. No change in the dependent classes. I'm taking my dependent classes as it is, Rababu. Here is my target. Public class Flipkart. Public class Flipkart. Private courier. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Tell me, this is has a property, na? Has a property. I hope you are understanding. Now I'm taking one setter method of this. I'm taking on setter method. Watch 1 minute. Before that, let me do some more improvisations here. Before that, let me do some more improvisations here. Yeah, dependent classes are good, guys. They are really good, no doubt in that. Yeah, here is my courier.java. Here is my courier.java. Tell me. Interface courier. What is that? Interface courier. Tell me here. Public int deliver. Public int deliver into OID. Okay. Into OID is a declaration of the method. Here is the declaration of the method. Okay. Don't worry. Some tightness has come up from the super, guys. Yeah, this is my courier.java, guys. Yeah, let it be. Tell me, guys, this is my DTDC. This is my Blue Dart. Tell me, DTDC implements what, guys? Courier interface. Blue Dart implements what, guys? Blue Dart implements what, guys? Fourier interface. Cool. Here it is implementing, here it is implementing. So now both dependent classes are implementing common interface or not? Okay. Now I have taken what type of property, guys? Interface type property. Interface type property. Got it? Public void set Courier. Tell me. Courier is equal to. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Venki, you only should tell. In interface, all methods are abstract or not. You only should tell, boss. If you declare method by default becomes abstract, Babu. Matti, dirty fellows. If you declare any method in the interface, automatically they become abstract. I need not to take the abstract. Okay. Courier. What's happening, guys? Are you using my sessions to verify your core Java knowledge, or you want to learn Spring from me? Look at the question asked by Venki. Sir, interface, every method should be abstract method, na, sir. Without this knowledge, you are attending Spring Ra waste fellows. And you will expect great jobs from IT industry. And when you declare method, automatically it becomes abstract method, Ra waste fellow. By default, all declared methods in interfaces are abstract method. I need not to take method as abstract in the interface. Okay, guys. This dot Courier is equal to Courier. Tell me next. Okay. From Java 8 onwards, we can have default method definitions, static method definitions, right, boss? Super. Okay. Now what is there? Here is my shopping method. What method, guys? Shopping method. Public string. Okay. Public string. String items array. Float prices array. Float prices array. Tell me here, what is this? Bill calculation logic. Bill calculation logic. Next one, boss. Deliver the products. Tell me, guys. Courier dot deliver void. So courier dot deliver void. Then return state. End of the method, end of the class. End of the method, end of the class. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Now listen carefully. In main class. In main class. Super. Tell me. Flipkart FPKT is equal to new Flipkart of. I created Flipkart class object. Next. DTDC. DTDC is equal to new DTDC of. DTDC is equal to new DTDC of. Super, guys. FPKT dot set courier DTDs. FPKT dot set courier DTDs. Now tell me next one. String result is equal to FPKT dot shopping. FPKT dot shopping. Tell me. New string array. New string array. What is that? shirt, comma, trouser. Array, I'm taking array here. Next, new float array. New float array. What is that? Shirt to fly is at 1,000 rupees. Trouser price 2,000. F and F. I think everyone knows array can be initialized like this. Okay. Now listen, like this is happened. So these products are now delivered with whom, guys? DTDC. Okay. No, I don't like DTDC service, Rabba. Then what can I do? Flipkart fpkt.set courier. Am I touching target class, guys, to move from one dependent to another dependent? Okay, fpkt dot this one. New blue dart of. Yeah, earlier separate object and pass it this. Only client application code we are modifying. Nothing. Remaining things are we are not modifying. Did you notice it? String result 1 is equal to fpkt dot shopping. New string array. Shoe. Shoe. Then what? Sofa. And new float array. New float array. What is that? Okay, 5,000.0 F. Next, 50,000.0 F. 50,000.0. Are you comfortable, guys? Now listen, I'm able to change from one dependent to another dependent dynamically or not? Yes, fpkt.setCourier, fpkt.setCourier. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Are you comfortable, guys? Are you comfortable, guys? Are you understanding my statement here or not? This is what we need to understand. This is my courier.java. Okay, interfaces. Through interfaces, we are able to achieve loose coupling or not? Yeah, what's the meaning of that, guys? Always code to interfaces or abstract classes. That means don't code to concrete classes. When I start coding to concrete classes, tight coupling has come. DTDC, blue dart, normal classes. Okay, that is called concrete class, right, boss? The class for which object can be created is called concrete class. When I code with concrete classes, I got tight coupling. When I code with interfaces, I have achieved loose coupling. Understanding my statement? Okay. Here, the target and dependent classes are. Here, the target and dependent classes are. What, guys? Loosely coupled classes. Loosely coupled classes. That means the degree of dependency is very less. That means the degree of dependency is very less. That means dependency is there, but degree of dependency is very less. Okay, guys. Tell me next. We can change from one courier service to another courier service Another courier service. Tell me. Blue-Dart to, what is that, guys? Blue-Dart to DTDC and vice versa. Vice versa. Blue-Dart to DTDC and vice versa. Blue-Dart to DTDC and vice versa. Understanding my statement? Okay. Without touching the source code of target class. Without touching the source code of target class. Because of the interface type. That means Fourier interface type. Fourier interface type has a property that we have taken. Interface type, that means Fourier type has a property that we have taken. Are you with me, guys? Are you understanding my statement, boss? Convinced with me or not? So that's why code to interfaces, never code to concrete classes. Concrete class means the normal Java class. The normal Java class for which the object is created. That is called concrete class. Right, boss? Next one, abstract class. Incomplete class. For which object creation is not possible. Object creation is not possible. Next, interface. Interface acts as skeleton with, okay, guys, contains method declarations for which object creation is not possible. For which object creation is not possible. Right. I think you understood, guys, how things are happening. Okay. Shall we move to third rule, guys? Third rule. Our code must be open for extension and must be closed for modification. I hope you remember rule number 3. Here is our rule number 3, Rabav. Open this one. Rule number 3. Our code must be open for extension and must be closed for modification. Must be closed for modification. Okay, now let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look. If we take, okay. If we implement, listen, if we implement rule number 2 perfectly with the support of interfaces, and if we make classes as final classes or methods as final methods, Rule number 3 is automatically implemented. How, sir? Our code must be open for extension. By implementing courier interface, I can take more and more dependent classes. Come on, my dear. By implementing courier interface, I can take more and more dependent classes. That means our code is open for extension. I can add DHL courier service, first flight courier service by implementing courier interface or not. Come on, my dear. Our code must be open for extension. Must be open for extension. Next. If I take my classes as final classes, both target and dependent classes, can I develop subclasses for it? Can I override the methods of the final classes? No. No overriding, no subclasses means, is there any possibility of changing the logics of the methods? Is there any possibility of changing the logics of the classes? No. That means indirectly we made our code closed for modification or not. Indirectly we made our code closed for modification or not. Indirectly we made our code closed for modification or not. I want reply. Okay. Once again, listen carefully. In rule number 2, we are taking all dependent classes, implementing common interface. Yes. Yes, na? Yes. Okay. We can take more dependent classes by implementing that common interface. Yes. That means our code is open for extension. Cool. If I make both target and dependent classes as final classes, can I develop subclasses for them? No. Can I override methods of subclasses? Sorry, can I override the methods of final classes in subclasses? No. Without overriding, can I change the logics of the methods in subclasses? No. That means indirectly our code is closed for modification or not. Indirectly our code is closed. Say something, my dear. Okay, guys. Now listen carefully. If we implement the strategy DP rule 2 perfectly, then we can see our code is open for extension because we can add more dependent classes implementing the common interface. So, example, we can take more dependent classes. We can take more dependent classes like DHL or DHL, first flight, and etc. as the, what is that? Courier classes implementing the common courier interface. 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 Are you comfortable, guys? Understood my statement here, guys? We can take more dependent classes like DHL, first flight, and etc. as the classes implementing the common courier interface. Implementing the common courier interface. Got it? Common courier interface. Next one, guys. By taking both target and dependent classes as the final classes, we can make our code closed for modification. Closed for modification because we cannot develop subclasses for final classes and we cannot override methods. We cannot override final class methods in subclasses. Final class methods in subclasses. Okay. Now let's see, guys. I'll develop from the scratch one by one. Courier.java. Okay. Interface. Courier. Final means that is the final, ultimate one. Public interface courier. Right. Here is what? Public int deliver. Into order ID. Into order ID. Super was. Next. Dependent class 1. Dependent class 1. Tell me. Public class DTDC implements courier. Public class DTDC implements courier. You guys. Tell me. Public int deliver. Public int deliver. Tell me. Into order ID some last. I'll implement exactly same use case. Don't worry. I'm going to take this one as a final case. I'm going to take this one as a final. Okay, guys. Dependent one is ready. Next, I'm going to have dependent 2 here. Dependent class 2. Okay. Here, what is the class, guys? Blue Dart. What is the class, guys? Blue Dart. Say paste. Dependent class 3. Dependent class 3. Tell me. Public final class was public final class DHL. This is dependent class 3. Next, dependent class 4. Public final class. Public final class. What is there? First flight. Implements courier. This is dependent this. After that, what next? I am developing the target class. Target class. Everything of target class is as it is, Ra Babu. Everything of target class is as it is. Only final I have to add. Only final I should add, boss. Only final we should add. Now have a look, guys. Here, have a look. Public final class. This is my final class. Remaining all are same now, boss. Remaining all are same. Remaining all are same. Dependent courier.java interface. Dependent class 1, dependent class 2, dependent class 3, dependent this. This is my target class. Okay, guys. Super. Guys, rule number 3 is perfectly implemented. Because of final, our code is closed for modification. Because of this common interface implementation, our code is open for extension. Right, boss? Code is closed for modification. Okay. Now, what is the one I should highlight here? Final interface. Final interface. Final interface. Final interface. Nice. Okay. Final. Here also fine. Understood, guys? So, shall we start the implementation of this one, boss? Now, let me give the plan. Let me give the plan before developing application. Core pros 4 or 5 or 4. Under this SRC folder. In this SRC folder, com.nt.components. So here I will take as usually courier.java. Then under courier.java, what else we will take? dtdc.java. Next, udart.java. dhl.java. dhl.java. Okay, I will take Flipkart also here. What I will take is Flipkart.java. Now tell me, under this one, what else we are having? com.nt.factory. And I don't want to see client creating Flipkart object, DTDC objects manually. I'm manually creating Flipkart, DTDC, assigning DTDs to Flipkart. If someone is there taking care of that responsibility, I will be more happy or not. If someone is there taking care of that responsibility, I will be more happy or not. Okay, who provides abstraction, guys? One design pattern can use another design pattern. It's not like that one design pattern cannot use other design pattern. Got it, guys? Okay, what is this? Flipkart factory.java. Super. Next, com.nt.test. com.nt.test. Come on, guys. com.nt.test. What is this? Strategy dp test.java. This is client application. This is factory Java. This is factory class. These are the components. All these are components. I hope you got the clarity, guys. What this factory will do, guys? Creates selected courier object then Flipkart object and assigns object to Flipkart object. Selected courier object assigns courier object to Flipkart object. This is the basic. This is the basic. I think you got my thought process, guys. Okay. One design pattern can use other design patterns. In the implementation of one design pattern, we can at least now understood why I talked about factory pattern. Earlier I talked about factory pattern now, boss. Why I talked about factory pattern, you got idea? Okay. We can take the support of one or more other design patterns. One or more other design patterns. Got the clarity, my dear? Understood my statement, guys? Okay, guys. Next, what? This is this. So, what is my plan, Rabab? My plan is very simple. First, I will try to implement this strategy design pattern using Core Java. I will try to explain problems and complexities around that. In that process, whatever complexities and are there, I will explain them. Once that is over, we try to develop the same application using Spring. Then you will understand how easy Spring solves certain problems that are there, implementing a strategy design pattern using Core Java. So this is my style of subject delivery, Rabab. First concept, then implementation, one limitation, implementation to advantages. At least until we believe string is great, I have to compare with Core Java application development. Once we got the clarity, Spring is great, and every application we straight away develop in Spring itself. 1-2 application, let me teach like this. 1-2 application, let me teach like this. Because first of all, you have to accept, compare to working with Core Java, compare to working with the technology. There are advantages working with a framework called Spring. You have to accept it. You have to accept this means, I have to make you people to believe it by developing same application in Core Java setup and also in Spring setup. First application we did like this. Second application also we are going to do like this. Enjoyed, guys? What the clarity was? Come on, everyone. Super. Okay. Right. I think time is not sufficient to develop this application in Core Java setup. That we will do in tomorrow's session. Okay. Tomorrow we will develop in Core Java limitation. Then same application we develop in Spring and advantages. But tomorrow I'm going to develop Spring application by taking the support of Maven. Other I shared Maven videos. I hope you are studying them. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.